Here are the issues in this particular DA's office as they presently exist. Mr. Willett just lost $2 million plus because he discriminated against a woman, Judy Trulson, and passed her over for a less qualified candidate. And what it shows is what the real problem with the DA's office is that they have improperly assigned the DAs or the deputy DAs to positions they don't want. Now, in light of the budget cuts that have been incurred lately, last 5 years, what they need to do is you have to sit down and talk with every deputy DA and assign them to the position that would be most appropriately suit them so that they would want to aggressively entertain it. Now, people belong in jail who commit crimes. The problem is the acquisitive offenses are skyrocketing because during the evening hours when they are out trying to arrest people for DUIs, the black and white units are not in the areas where the burglaries are occurring because, well, you know why, it's economics. But nevertheless, there's nothing worse than having your home invaded by a stranger who's burglarizing it, particularly if it was occupied at the time. Well, here's what I wanted to do, and here is my suggestion, and I've said it, and the only fair paper that has treated me fair was the Lodi Sentinel. The Stockton Record has not. And what they said was, what would be your opinion, Mr. Hickey, about how to resolve this realignment issue? And here's what I said, because my father and both my brothers were general contractors. I said, go out there, because they have a lot of property out in French Camp, put down 4 or 5 big concrete slabs, put up some buildings without walls, bring them some porta potties and some picnic tables and make them sit there from 7 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock at night. If they don't come back, rearrest them. And so what I'm saying is that I don't think the kick-out process is correct. I don't believe the sheriffs that are running have addressed it appropriately. But I must say it would be up to the Board of Supervisors to be willing to fund it. So, you know, a district attorney only has so much power, but you have to go to the Board of Supervisors and convince them, if you can, to correct the problem. Oh, no, I'll address that. Actually, let me address that clearly now. Now, the Stockton Record said that I had DUI arrests pending when they were completely wrong. It was libelous. But later on, when I went home one night, I crossed town because I have 3 houses in Lodi, and 3 black and white Lodi units were parked outside my house. And so when I pulled my vehicle in the driveway, they approached me, and I told them, I said, gentlemen, what can I do for you? And they said, well, we wanted to talk to you. We got an anonymous call that you were speeding. Now, I've been driving for 47 years, and I've never had a speeding ticket, and I knew it was a lie. I called the sergeant a liar because I knew it was a lie. I don't speed. And I wasn't drinking. So I told them, I said, get off my property or arrest me. They said, Mr. Hickey, put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest. That was the end of it. They took me to the Lodi jail. I sat there for 6.5 hours. I would not. And I refused because they were belligerent and mean and rude. They got no FSTs, they got no blood, breath, or urine. They had nothing on me. They were just waiting for me. And so that, in light of the fact that I have 28 signs missing from Woodbridge to Hammer Lane that have been picked up, and I have witnesses saying somebody's stopping by and picking up my signs. Well, this is an interesting sort of election. You know, that violates the Fair Political Practices Act. It is a crime in and of itself.